Okay, it looks like I'm live again. Let me go over to YouTube. Annoying. I love the internet. I hate the internet. I love the internet. I hate the internet. Okay, let's move that. And probably, ooh, that's really stuck down. And soggy. It's soggy. We'll put that over there to dry. We'll get a clean one. Not much I can do about that one. So the bottom is grunging up nicely. So we're gonna put a little bit of, just waiting for YouTube to load up. I'm just gonna use my fingers. I'm gonna put a little blue on there for the heck of it. Why the heck not, right? And then we'll cover it up with some other colors. It's a metallic blue even. I just felt like it. Sorry for the computer crap out. Hi Zoe. Welcome to Take Two. We don't have, well, there are storms in the area. We don't have storms right now. But there's wildfires in California. And then there are, other stuff's going on. So let's just get a piece of this paper towel. Let's use this wet one even. And just kind of do a thing. Just making a mess because we can. We want it to look grungy even on the bottom. All right, I'm going to use the ink tool just for a minute here. It's not quite all the way dry, but I am trying to. So while I was waiting for the computer to restart and do all that stuff, I continued working. And that's okay if the brown goes up over the, maybe we'll smush some, see if we can smush some other stuff on here. I didn't even try and do anything to the peg, so now's as good a time as any. So it's looking pretty grungy. I think I want to do a little blue here too. Okay, Zoe. So I'm sure the storms, the wildfires aren't helping any. I'm just putting a little blue on, and then I'm going to dab some, actually I'm going to dab the blue, and then I'm going to dab some brown over it because I like the effect. I was playing with it while you guys were, waiting or doing other stuff or visiting somebody else's. I don't know what you were doing. I'm sure you were having fun though, because that's what it's all about. So I'm going to dry that just a smidge. And I am sorry about the heat tool because I don't have a noise canceling headphones. But if I mute over and over again, then I'll forget to come back, and then I'll just be tootling along my way. That's a little bit more than I wanted. So let's take some of that off. Let's start They're stuck grunging up other spots. Carla's probably fallen asleep would be my guess. I'm going to spray this a little bit, but I'm going to bring back this bundle here. Because that's a little darker than I want. And then we'll do that. I want it much darker up here in the corner. And the paper towel is giving it a little bit of texture, so that's kind of fun too. But I like the blue undertone to the black or the brown. And I'm going to use just a tiny bit on the sides. Because I already put some on around the baby arms. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. So we're going to go ahead and wipe that off now. And then we're going to rub that brown all over it. It just adds a nice undertone. Aww. Heat tool doesn't bother you? Most people have noise canceling headphones, but my computer's so old that wasn't really a thing. My laptop's pretty old. So and if I mute over and over again, I have to be honest, I forget I've muted. And then what do we have, guys? Me on mute talking to myself. Well, you guys are going, what is she doing? Is she never coming back? Possibly. Because I'm forgetful. Okay, so and then I want to add a little bit more because I want it to in the kind of a couple of the corners. I just want it to be much, much darker. Ooh. Let's see. It's 7:15. Do you know where your brain is? I don't. I'm so sorry. It's like fireworks, right? Poor doggies. It's no good for them. Let's try and get some super grunge up in here. So I think it's looking pretty grungy. I'll let it, I don't know where to lay it to dry now. The bottom's probably dry enough. And we said we're not worried about the top, which is this is the shiny bright color it was pretty much all over. Am I adding other doodads? We're giving him a rug, or her. We're giving him fun fur hair that we've doctored up with some. So he'll have hair. And then we've got we've obviously got the baby arms. We've got a big creepy eyeball to go in there. And of course, what to do with it? I've misplaced the shiny hiney. Oh, there it is. He'll have the shiny hiney legs. I coated it in a sealer and I didn't realize it was going to be this shiny. So you've been mooned by the baby butt. So we'll have the hair. And I've got some orange fun fur to do like some little emo bangs. And we're going to attempt fangs here. This started out with Els had bought the birdhouses. She had this one and another one, and she made the hummingbird condo. We're done with the blue. Gonna add a little bit more brown. I'm not sure yet. I was gonna watch some tutorials yesterday, but things happened. And I did not. Elle suggested cardboard. And then we could, paper mache it up, kind of. He had a couple of other people have said. So we may play around. I don't know what we're going to wind up with. I'm going to try and look up some tutorials for, teeth. We'll see what I come up with. So that's a little bluer than I want. I'm going to add a little more brown in. I do like it. We're going to want the bulk of the darkness up here and over here, though. So spray that and blot it. And then I want to put a tiny bit of the sage back in. And I am making just a mess out of my paints. Look at me go. You just can't leave me alone for 2 seconds. Because, we want it to look like it's been creepy babying around for a while now. So, right. For the back, I'm gonna do the heat gun again a little bit. Because it's really only damp. I just want to be able to hold it without. Okay. And let's get a little corner of this paper towel and we'll get it wet so it's easier. Just 2. Right. And right here. Okay. Shark's teeth. Okay, let's move the baby butt again so we don't paint the baby butt. All right, I'm thinking, what do you guys think? Does it need more? Tell me what color it needs if you think it needs more. I have made just a big old mess. For winning a cheese competition. Oh, you're more than welcome to join in the birdhouse transformation. So it was originally going to be a haunted birdhouse, and I had all the doll parts, because I'm cutting the faces off for a book. And Elle said, you should put the arms on. And the idea sat in my head until I became obsessed with it. And then I went to Mike and went, can you make the arms on it? And he drilled the holes and popped them in there. And there we have. Now he has just chubby little arms, His little chubby baby fist. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with the overall creepiness of the creepy baby birdhouse. So we won't be able to do the fangs tonight because I haven't. We made a mess. It's not fun until you've made a huge mess, right? So yeah, it was all shiny and happy like that. And now we have definitely put some grunge on that. So well, that's all up to you. I'm all for more people doing creepy stuff for Halloween, or just altering it into something you like. It doesn't have to be a creepy baby birdhouse, but this has certainly been fun. I love the mashup. Yeah, this is Happy Green. Happy Green. Who makes Happy Green? Yeah. Folk Art, Happy Green. 99238. I bought it on sale for like $1 or something. And I have also used Sage Shadow from Home Decor. It's a chalk paint. Let's see, what else have we used? We did use a little bit of this metallic blue, this sapphire, which is Anita's. We used some of this chartreuse, which I got for 34 cents, which is Americana Deco Art. We had another yellow that we used. But it has, it's over here. We also used this glow yellow, which I got last year for $149. That's an Anita's too. Normally it's some expensive paint, but it was on sale. So that's mostly what we used. And then for browns, we used Melted Chocolate by Apple Barrel and Antique Wax by Folk Art Home Decor. I got all their babies. I'm now like 6 babies in. I'm going to do a book with the faces. So I have 3 big ones right now and 2 smaller ones. Here's one of the smaller ones. They're going to have to be grungied up too. Not quite as seriously as the baby blowout brown. That's about the size of it, right? I mean, look at that baby butt. It's all putrid green and baby brown. We have moss we're going to put on. We've got our moss over here. So, Should we work on the hair and the I want that end of this. So we could work on the hair and the and some of the moss maybe. Okay, the other piece I think is already the right. Yeah, if it sticks over a little bit, no big deal. So I think we lost everybody else in the grate. Els warned me, never try and cut the fun fur from the top. So let's fluff up the rug. I think I want this piece in the front and that for the back. And it's okay that there's a seam. We'll fluff that together eventually. Okay, so I think we're going to do E6000 here, just all over the top. And then we're going to smoosh the fur down. Let the games begin. I do believe for this and the baby butt, we are going to be using liberal amounts of E6000. Okay. Don't see I never made a mess. Don't stick yourself to anything, Amy. Okay, I think I want that to stand up now so that we don't get a blockage at the top. And I'm just going to smoosh that a little bit. Okay. So that's the back piece, the front piece. We'll have to trim it just a smidge. We might just, where'd the E6000 go? We'll put a little bit on the edge and we'll just tuck it onto the back. We'll just put a bead down here. I like it all. I like the creepy. I like the cutesy. I love the whole shenanigans. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to have to let that set for a second. And then we're just gonna trim this right up against the. I don't know what else says, but we may have to use scissors on this edge. There. Now let's fluff that back up. Let's smoosh that down a little bit more. It's not quite set yet. Oh, nice. Yeah, they should be mailing out tomorrow. I got the last touches going in. Goodie bags are almost ready. And we're going to the post office to drop it off because we're having trouble with our mailman. And we came home the other day and he was down at the mailbox getting ready to leave. And he had not picked up our packages. So I rushed him down there. And he was not happy to see me. He gave me a dirty look. He chucked my packages in the back. Did not scan them. And I checked later. He didn't even scan them at a different stop. They didn't scan until they scanned them at the regional facility. There are a lot of really amazing digitals out there. All right. All right, so there. I think the hair definitely gives this a boy vibe. I think we have to put a little bit of spray right there on that white part. It's okay though. Although maybe that's his edgy look. Okay. Maybe he likes that two-tone look going on. There's no glue right there. Let's pull this back. Maybe we'll try just a little bit of this. Oops. Glue booger. Whoa, okay. Know a little bit about that. Forgot I watered it down. All right. Let's get that under control. Know a little bit about that. Isn't he turning out fun? I think he's looking a little Frankie-like. He's a chubby Frankie baby, maybe. I just don't want it to lift up. Guys, bear with me. Because it's not like I can clamp his head. Beehive hairdo. I'm fine if he's a boy. It's all good. Creepy babies, it doesn't matter. Boy or girl, creepy is creepy. So let's see what it looks like with the eyeball. Where did I put the eyeball? Did I put it back in the bag? I don't think I did, but we'll get another one. We have eyeballs to spare. I think I'm going to do, try and paint the eyeball a little bit, the back, into like a greeny yellow. I love the hair. Okay, I'm loving the hair. So that's what he's going to look like. But we're going to add some moss up in here and some moss on the baby bottom. Let me put this back in the bag. Back in the bag. Okay, let's oh, we did use a little bit of lime green too. The lime green that I just rested this on. Okay, so let's take this paint away. I think we're done with the spray bottle for now. Let's see if that's holding down in the back. Yeah, that seems to be holding a little better. So let's break out our moss. Let's see how long we've been on. Okay. Well, we're good for time. So this is the moss we picked up today. And I want to use some of this fluffy kind for in the creases of the baby leg. So I think we're just going to put some E6000 in there, and then we're going to cram in the, and then we might add a touch of brown paint to it, but I'm not sure. E6000. Okay, I think we need some kind of tool to apply this. Let's just take some cardboard. Because we need to get it down in there pretty good. We'll use the non-glue side to push it down in there. Okay. So that's what we got so far. Let's put a little more glue in. Go along the back edge here. The non-glue side to where we can tuck it in. Let's float that up there. Give him a little moth bikini line. Okay. Here's where I'm going to feel like I'm molesting a creepy baby again. Get down in those cracks and crevices. Okay, let's take the non-gluey side and push that down in there as best we can. Okay. And I don't think we're going to do the very, very bottom where it's going to rest. Because once I'm done with, get some E6000 right on my mat. Okay, let's get a paper towel under that. Okay, so let's start applying some E6000 over here. All right. Oops. Come back here, creepy baby. All right. So how did you spend your Monday night? Gluing moss on a baby's butt? A little twig in the moss. Okay, now we need to get back here just a little bit. Okay. Move down a little bit farther than that. Okay. I need another tiny little piece. Here we go. This ought to be good. You know, no running down the baby's butt now. All right, we've got some. It's a little disturbing, but it should settle down and not be quite so poofy once it's had a little while to set. So there is our baby butt moss. So let's set that upside down to dry over here. Now we want to get a little bit up in these corners. I know this isn't terribly exciting for you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's just poof a nice little poof of moss in there. Should have put a little bit of glue up there too. Let's put a little bit of glue on the upper part there. Here we go. Okay. Now on this side, I want the moss to come down a little bit farther. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a bigger piece here. Okay. We don't want to overdo it, just a little bit of moss up in the corners. Almost not noticeable, but it's a nice little detail. Now in this bag is also some purple moss. So I thought we might put some of that down here. Of course, we're going to smush it down more. Okay, I think I like that. Let's squirt some E6000 right down in there. Okay. And then we'll use our handy dandy packaging to push it around a little bit. Okay, we'll start with this little bit over here. Let's get this another little chunk full. Okay. All that back in there. Okay. And then I thought we might use a little piece of this around near the baby arm. So I thought got this little piece. Maybe we want to kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So let's knock over the baby birdhouse. Let's put a little little glob of glue. I'm going to shove that up under there. All right, let's get our piece back. There we go. So, do we want to put one on the other side, like on the top, just a little bit? Let's see about this little bit. Just like right. Yeah, I think just like right that, like that. It's gonna look like that. All right. Oh, it's even a little bit up on the arm. Nice. Like a little sleeve of. I just want to tack that down just a little bit right there. No, okay. There we go. I don't want it to look too same, but that actually looks like, you know, it's alive. Okay, that's, I gotta hold that for a second. I think I'm liking it. Is it wrong to like your own projects? So we got a thing. Now, we're not really going to see the back, but do we want to put some kind of... I only have the one sprig of this. And I was thinking about putting some on the baby butt, but I'm never really going to see it. So I'm thinking maybe I want to save this for another project. Because we could just glum the whole thing on here. Or maybe we could just... wrap that around the side a little bit. I don't know, because nobody's really going to see the back. But that doesn't mean we should do crappy work. And then maybe a little bit down here. Okay, let's do it. Okay. And we can have it go up into the creepy baby hair. Oops. Okay. I'm going to push that right in there. Ooh. There. Okay, so we want the mass of the little nest of that right there. But we also want some of it in here. Yes. Okay, I'm live. I'll get it later.
Mail call. Knocka.
You can open the door.
Well, look at you, all furry happy. Looking good. You're welcome.
What do you think?
Drapey.
He's got stuff.
You know.
Yeah.
If I'd really wanted to put some effort into it, we could have made those arms mechanical. I have a remote control. We could have made the arms go up and down.
Well, they'll still move.
Yeah, I know. I put them in so they could still move. But now that I'm thinking about it,
Like we could have done more.
We could have made a remote control to make the arms move independently and shit. Oh yeah.
Could have been
looking good. Looking good.
We're almost done.
All right. Have fun
Thank
with that.
you.
Are you getting hungry?
Yeah.
All right. Have fun. We'll see you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And I know what happened. Hi, ladies.
Yes, everybody's hubber.
Hi, ladies. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Gotta go.
He has a monster list of things to do. No pun intended. All right. I'm trying to make it so I don't glue the lid on. I think we're done with that for the moment. All right. We're going to close up the moss, and then I'm going to double bag it so that hopefully it stays moist. Yes, I said it, moist. Well, Carla disappeared, and I believe her package is here. We'll see in a second here. I'm not sure who this is from. Nope, this is... I can show this on camera because it's a custom piece I'm making. And I'm not sure if the person who ordered it is in the room. It's a surprise. Nice. So Carla's thing is not here. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, hold on. I gotta peel some of this glue off my fingers. I have massive glue boogers. Don't tell. It'll just be our secret. Okay. So that's gonna dry. We may need to, I think, we may need to add a little more glue to that because there's a lot on there. But once it's on the baby butt, Janice, I know, right? You didn't even think about the possibility, but now that it's in your head. So we put some of that leafy kind of, it's got a nice texture to it. We got some of the purple. There's some more of the leafy kind of moss. We've got some of the poofy moss up here. And then we got some more of the purple down here. So it's a mossy, creepy baby. And we mossified the butt. Which once it's dry, I may add just a smidge of brown to it. But I think I'm okay with how it looks. It'll get grungy over time, grungier. So that's what we're looking at right now. With the eye, you know, you got to imagine it with the eye. So we are almost done, ladies. I gotta research fangs. And what else did I need to do? I wanted to paint the eyeball on the back side of it. Hey Lisa, how you doing? So we've added on the hair, which needs to be poofed up a little bit. I need to get a comb and actually floof the fur. We've added moss of several kinds. And grab the eyeball again. So the eyeball's going to go right there. But I think because it's so white, I think I want to paint it green, you know. I'm going to try and get the orange emo fringe on there. I may have flubbed this by E6000ing the hair down too soon. Yeah, it'll be a yellowy green. It's going to be, I'll custom mix it. I'm probably going to do that off camera though, because I am super gluey. I am covered in E6000 also. Don't forget the shiny hiney. We've got to say it, you know, about 86 times. I put spray sealer on the on the bottom because I was worried the paint would stick to the surface where it sits. And now Creepy Baby is extra creepy and extra shiny. But we did get the moss in. We mossified here. We super grungied everything. And this is round 2. Round 1 was an epic fail. My computer just stopped working. So, I think I like it. We gotta let the glue dry. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint the white part. Just with, I don't know how well it'll stick, but I'm going to attempt to paint that just because it's, everything else on here is green, but it definitely needs to be a bright yellowy green. Otherwise, it's going to blend in. But I think it's going well. I'm liking it. Even if we don't wind up with fangs, I think this purple stuff down here helps. But I'm going to try and find some fangs, you know, a way to make fangs that doesn't look completely and totally stupid. I better throw that away before I glue it to my desk, because it's got E6000 all over it. But yeah, so more or less when it's put together, it's going to look like that. We're going to try and get the orange emo fur on here, or maybe we'll give him a big orange unibrow. We shall see. Because they probably should have put the orange sticking out under, and I E6000 that down, so there's no going back. Aw. I love the idea of an elf hat, though. That's awesome. I hope when you finally get over being angry at the yarn, because that's a thing, I hope you'll post pictures of your completed project. I would love to see it. I am not going to glossy the arms because I'd have to pull them off, and I'm worried about damaging the balsa wood doing that because they are in there pretty good. They move. Woohoo. But I think pulling them out would be a problem. And everything smells like E6000. So I think we're done for the night. I think I've done what I can do. I want to let the glue cure. I want to look up fangs, and I want to paint the eyeball, which I think will be fine to do off camera. Yeah, you gotta, sometimes you're like, you're bad, yarn, you're bad. And you put it in a corner and you let it sit there for a little while. And you glare at it when you walk by. You know what you did. Thank you, ladies, for coming in and spending some time with me and chatting with me and, putting up with the second live stream. I will see you guys. What is today? Today is Monday. So tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to do magazine harvesting. We'll let this cure and see if we can come up with something for fangs. We will probably finish this up on Wednesday so that we can work on serial killer books on Friday. Thursday will be creepy collage. So I think we're going to try and finish this on Wednesday. Give me a day to look up some fangs and see if that's going to work. We may just leave it this way. But I'm going to try and come up with some fangs. So, however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. You bring so much joy into my life. I come here every time, and I'm always nervous, and I always have to make myself come on, and I always have a good time thanks to you guys. So until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere where you probably won't know I'm there because I'm lurking, but I know you're there. I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to everybody. See you tomorrow night if you are available. And I will apparently be live every night this week. Woo! Saturday will be my day off. That is the end.